the book that I wrote, all the words that we spoke, yet only with our eyes. Now is the time to choose. Somebody wins and some lose. I can see through your disguise. Lay it down, hope for something better. Looking at the clouds, the sliver in the weather. You can't keep this up. The lies are just too much.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Grizzly and we are back with the last match of today for the Indian FPP Revolution. I hope you guys enjoy it. Enjoy the music.
You can't stop it now.
Here we have the list of teams, guys, just before this plane takes off. And remember, guys, this is Sanhok. So look forward to that. We have pretty much all the teams that were in. I think there were a few teams lesser. We don't have time to go through the team list because the plane is about to take off in 5 seconds. We'll come back to it as soon as we see the plane path. And here it is. We have a very central plane path here, guys. Let me just get the game audio going for you guys. And we are live and the plane has taken off as well. The plane is headed very centrally over Sanhok, over Camp Charlie, straight through the center. It's going to be fun to see how many teams actually decide to jump boot camp. And teams actually do decide to jump boot camp. A lot of them. We are going to come back to that action in a bit. Team Hydra here choosing a safer drop, heading over to the docks. But they have Team ROTN waiting for them there. There should be a fight that we can come back to a bit later. Team Envy here trying to go as far west as possible at Tambang. And Team TB deciding to jump ruins today. We need to jump straight into boot camp because there is going to be action almost instantaneously. And just as I said that, Team WIB Wata getting a knock on Thanos Clown and getting the finish on him as well. So WIB pick up their first kill of this match. Thanos find themselves one player down. Here we have Team God with Nemesis, Kronos, Ares, and it's me, AP, trying to pick up some loot as soon as they can. I think WIB have done well in that aspect and they're looking to push confidently out. Dagger OP, hello sir. Hey Dagger, what's going on? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. Please stick around in the chat. This is the Indian FPP Revolution League Season 2, an FPP only tournament, and this is the semifinals. We're on our third match on the first day. Team WIB here retreating back, trying to pick up some more loot probably before they meet the rest of the Thanos team members, who I'm sure are going to be looking for some revenge for that kill. Dante here in the warehouse as Veer and Dexter here. Dexter, who we saw playing a really good game in the first match over at Erangel. Dexter falling back here to the two warehouses. Maybe not a bad idea because they need more loot. Jichu, hey, what's going on? Jichu, thanks for being in the chat, bro. I'm sorry I can't stream AE Customs today, and in fact for the next 4 days, but we'll be back with those as well. We actually have I have a lot of people asking me about AE Customs and how they can join, and I think they really enjoy watching them too. For those of you who don't know, on most nights, Mondays through Fridays, I stream the Alter Ego Customs Room. Alter Ego Customs Room have really big big team names. They have a lot of professional teams. It has to be said. God Nemesis here taking down WIB Puru. with that M416 and trying to make a push and getting a second knock on WIB Wata here. God Nemesis. Is he gonna be able to secure the squad wipe single-handedly? The last player of WIB has gone up here as Nemesis goes down to WIB side, and it's going to be down to just It's Me AP. Does he go for the revive here? I don't think he has that option, as WIB Hunter coming out from behind and securing that squad wipe on Team God. Nemesis getting a couple of good knocks actually, and maybe even a right decision to push, but WIB was waiting for them and they actually come out of the fight without losing anyone. So credit to WIB team for pulling that one off, and well tried Team God. Over at Hartin, it looks like we have Team RF and Team DP. RF with SFX here with that M762, probably one of my favorite weapons in the game. I hope that the stream isn't choppy, guys, and I hope it's working well. Do let me know in the chat, and all you other guys who are watching. RF SFX, what a knock with that M762 from range. A follow-up nade as well, and here comes another nade. I don't think it's going to do much damage, but SFX is taking this one on. Here he pushes left. Get some more shots, as it looks like RF friendly here with that right flank. SFX getting knocked inside the house, but the rest of the RF team members here getting in, giving that cover and able to finish off the remaining players. I think it's just going to be Goku, who wasn't at that position unfortunately and couldn't help his team out. He is now deciding to definitely fall back, and may not be a bad decision, guys, after all, considering how strong Team RF have been looking in this tournament so far. It has to be said, in the first game they pulled off a great game, and now picking up relatively easy kills, it has to be said. There wasn't much of a fight offered by the rest of Team DP, and Goku here deciding on ultimately that he needs to fall back, just trying to get a higher finish in the game, and that is understandable. Over at Camp Alpha, we have Teams Mist and Team HOD as well. And another team, it's Team Envy, who look like they're making their way across the southern, the main island, over to the little island in the northwest of Sanhok, across the waters. And it's likely that that's where the zone might move, because it's looking very, very northwest at this point of time. DP Goku here all alone. He has ran a long way, it has to be said. But he might just come across the Team CRNG and GG if he keeps going that way, and that could mean trouble for him. Here we have Team ANC. Looks like they're in the blue zone, and once again in a couple of cars. I can't remember if it was Team ANC earlier on in the match where they actually pushed in 4 cars. I think it was Team ANC, or was it Team Hydra? I really can't remember. But they actually pushed in 4 cars, and that's something that we've seen more professional players do more and more, trying to get more cover, give them more options in the final zone. More action here at boot camp, as it looks like Thanos have come across Team Envy, and Bionix getting a couple of knocks on Thanos players here. Things are starting to look a little tough for Thanos. They have lost everybody, and once again, 3rd match in a row, it is down to Dexter. But unfortunately this time, Team Envy making sure that that push was successful. Team Envy picking up a squad wipe, and Thanos exit early here at boot camp. Envy looks like they didn't actually jump boot camp, but I think they jumped Paradise Resort and made their way over to boot camp to fight the remaining members. But Team WIB have taken notice of those shots and are waiting and watching for Team Envy here. I think it's fair to say, guys, that Team WIB has won the boot camp early on fight. So well done to Team WIB. But this is going to be a test for them to come up against Team Envy, who just finished Team Thanos in the warehouses. So let's wait and watch what happens here. END Hayato RFOP. I like your casting, sir. I am RF Hayato. Thanks so much, Hayato, for being in the chat. There were a lot of allegations about hacking and all that, but I did speak to the organizers and they said that you guys are good. So well played last game, and thanks so much for being in the chat. Shalini Chakrabarti, Spectate Bootcamp. Yes, we are at Bootcamp, Shalini. WIBOP. Yes, they are. Realms of Legends, PUBG, Thanos. Thanos as well. They were playing well, guys. We saw them put on a strong performance in the last game at Miramar, but today I think they were caught a little bit unaware of this team that just pushed suddenly to bootcamp. And I think we need to leave bootcamp because there's a lot of action happening over here between teams Hydra, teams ANC, and team ROTN. Those are three important teams. All three teams doing well so far. Team Hydra with a strong performance in the last game, making their way into the zone. They've lost Hydra Lust, unfortunately. They're down to 3 members, but Kunal, Inferno, and Zigsaw will be looking to at least pick up a high finish, if not a chicken dinner here tonight. END Hayato, your commentating is OP. Thanks so much, bro. Thank you so much for being in the chat. Please do subscribe, share my channel to your friends, and if you guys need help hosting your customs, please let me know, because that's something that I've actually started doing lately. I don't charge you guys anything. It's just good publicity for my channel, and people enjoy listening to my stream, so it's a win-win. And if you're worried about the stream quality, it is going to get better. I have hardware improvements planned for September this year, and after that we should have 1080p 60 fps PUBG mobile gameplay, so look forward to that, guys. But thanks Hayato for being in the chat. And 3 teams here almost moving parallel to each other, ANC, ROTN, and Hydra, and they're moving towards bootcamp, which is probably let me see how far these guys are. Here's team ROTN. Moving towards bootcamp may not be such a bad idea at this point, but I think it's soon going to be outside the next play zone, which I suspect will move towards this island and possibly these spots near Hartin. Here we have Envy. All 4 team members still alive. They've picked up a squad wipe as well. It looks like the stream has just paused for a second. Give me a second, guys, and we will be back. And we are back. Sorry for that brief interruption. It looks like Hydra have met ANC as they made their way into the zone, and Kunal has managed to pick up a knock on one of the members of ANC. That knock might just buy them enough time to make their way into that safe zone, and let's take a look at it. And that's what I thought. The zone has moved towards Hartin, and all the bootcamp teams now find themselves a little bit outside the zone, and moving into that zone is going to be very, very important. And how they do it. Do they take a bridge? Do they try to swim across? It's a tough one because you have so many teams breathing down your neck at bootcamp almost always. And even at this stage in the game, when we are almost 15 minutes in from the match beginning, bootcamp still looks heavy. WIB here dominating that, and here WIB getting some shots on what I thought was Team Hydra. It does look like Team Hydra has reached bootcamp, and they are receiving a very unfriendly welcome, if I may, from Team WIB. And here's another team at bootcamp. It looks like Team Envy have pushed away from the zone into bootcamp, trying to backstab Team WIB, and this might just spell trouble, guys, for Team WIB, because they are focused completely on Team Hydra, who just moved in. But Team Envy might just bring a surprise on them. Spectate RF. We are here to see RF Hydra battle. I can't wait for that either. Hydra have made the smart choice. They've moved away. They don't want to take that fight. We know how difficult it can be when a team is already holding Pochinki. Where is Team RF? Team RF have positioned themselves really, really well. pronounce rotten instead of ROTN. By the way, oh, thanks, Robin. It's rotten. I didn't know that. TBTJ getting a knock on HOD Typhoon with that M24. That action happening right over here. We'll just quickly wrap up the action here on boot camp, where it looks like Team Envy have spotted Team WIB have spotted Team Envy. And it looks to me, guys, that the team that was moving towards WIB have turned around and have decided to go back, and I would agree with that kind of a strategy, because moving away from the play zone as the play zone moves in just to pick a fight, it could spell trouble, and it could still spell trouble for them because they couldn't retreat in time, and now they find WIB on their heels shooting from behind as team Envy here trying to make their way into the zone. There's a big river to cross, and I don't know if they've already done it. If they have, that's good for them. If they haven't, they're going to be in trouble. Here comes an M4 spray from Saeed, getting a knock on Salva OP. So Envy here down one player. They should be looking at getting a revive. But the blue zone, just when you think the game is working out well for you, Saeed now finds himself in the blue zone and a fair distance away. RF better than Thanos. Well, we'll see. Alright, guys, let's head over now. Let me know in the chat who you guys want me to spectate. I'm going to go take a look at the RF, but they look pretty comfortable for now, as WIB here picking up a second knock, what it looks like, on Team Envy. And the play zone has knocked one of the members of WIB, and it's Puru. He is not anywhere near his team, and that will be the end for Puru as the play zone consumes him. Let's get a sense of how the other players are doing. They have not boosted up, guys. They are not boosted up, as the second player gets knocked and he bleeds out, and he's going to be dead as well. So WIB here in a spot of bother. They should have thought about this a little bit earlier. I think the push out of boot camp was delayed, of course, with the push of Thanos, with the push of Hydra, sorry, and then the late push from Envy as well. So that definitely has distracted them from prioritizing the safe zone, and because of that, they find themselves two players down, and it's down to Saeed and Wata. I don't know how to say their name, bro. To salvage something out of this game. Team RF here looking really comfortable, sitting in a settlement in the center of the zone. I'm sure they got the scopes open and expecting pushes from all sides. They have 3 kills so far, guys, and Team RF, if you guys are watching this, a lot of people in the chat are actually rooting for you, so all the best for you guys, and to Team Hydra as well. Team Hydra here, remember they've already lost last. They are only down to 3 players, as Team RF here have spotted Team ANC just coming out of the water, making their way into the safe zone, and SFX picks up an easy knock with that M416. Here come more shots, and this should be a knock on Daxylicious. M4C4 snipe also extremely low on HP. SFX confirming that kill on Daxylicious, whereas it looks like they have been pushed from behind, because I can see that RF Friendly is knocked, and I wonder how this happened. I'm going to guess that it's either someone from Team CRNG or Team Hydra that did that damage, or even Team Rotten for that matter, who are pushing from a little bit towards the northwest side. RF Bakogu here getting some more shots, and Daxylicious is eliminated, and so is now M4C4 snipe. ANC down to just Milind and Vad. Oh, this is a tough position for them, because Team RF have them pinned down completely. Let's head over now to Team CRNG, who looks like they've picked a fight with HOD, and HOD looks like they're down to the last player. It is just going to be Shastri, who has been comfortably taken down by Rana, and Team CRNG now bring up their team kill count to 2. So well played, and GG's to both these teams, as we see the number of teams reducing quickly. We only have 22 players alive as Team RF continue to make life very difficult for the remaining members of ANC, who now find themselves about 20 meters outside that outside the zone. Or is it 5 meters? It's 5 meters outside the zone. So they have WIB on the left, they have RF on the right. This is it's not looking good for Team ANC unless they have a million smokes with them. I don't see them getting out of this one. Well, and ANC VAD trying an interesting one here. And Team RF for now looking like they are going to allow this. Let's head over now to the action where it looks like Team Rotten, WIB side has seen ANC Million coming out of the water, and he's going to go ahead and confirm that kill as they get shots from behind. And now action is bursting out everywhere, guys. We're going to try our best to cover everything, but just to summarize, this is what the zone looks like. ANC VAD and WID Water and side here on the edge. They need to make their way in quickly. We have Team RF here well positioned. Well, actually RF is down to the last player and they have been pushed by Team Rotten, and what a gameplay that was. So all RF fans, I'm sorry to let you know, guys, but it looks like Rotten has secured a squad wipe. I think it was an ambush as RF was focusing on some of the other teams who were pushing out of the water. Rotten choosing a good time to just make that push in, and as oh dear, Team GG have unfortunately jumped a height that was too high, and I think they have knocked themselves because of falling from a height, as NV Bionics from this corner getting a squad wipe on WIB, and they exit from this match as well. So NV here bringing up their team kill count to 5 and looking good and strong positionally, and also in terms of their form. They picked up 5 kills. They've lost Salva OPCE nonetheless, but they still have 3 players left. Now what does their competition look like? I'll tell you what it looks like. It looks like this. Hydra here sneaking up on them, and if they don't spot these guys coming into the settlement, it's gonna be trouble for them, as Hydra Kunal gets a knock on NV Cruz. Zigsaw here, I'm sure he's gonna have his crosshair aimed right at that window, and as he does, he gets a second knock, and it's VD Soggy who's down, as Max Inferno getting a knock, getting knocked by NV Bionics. So both teams exchanging significant damage, as Bionics strafing to his left, trying to get a confirmation. Zigsaw can get him right now if he peeks, and out comes a nade. It does some damage to Zigsaw. Here's a second nade, searching for that confirmation, and this might be the end for Kunal. Oh, and he's still alive, 1 HP, and is going to bleed out much faster from 1 HP position as this fight between Hydra and NV intensifies. It is just Jigsaw. He looks okay for now, because remember, guys, he's made it to the safe zone. But NV here, is this such a good idea? Is this a good idea? Dankster pushing him alone. Well, actually, this is a Rotten play, and I don't think he realizes that Zigsaw is right behind this rock, as he is trying to reverse flank what looks like Team Envy, and it's down to the last 7 players, guys. It looks like Rotten Dankster has picked up a couple of knocks, and Team Envy have been eliminated here. It is down to a 4v1. It is going to be Zigsaw who gets a couple of knocks. Here comes the left line from ROTN, but Rotten managing to pick up that chicken dinner. So well played to Team Rotten, and a big shout out to Hydra Zigsaw. He tried his best, but Team Rotten there flanking him and outnumbering him from both sides. He really didn't stand much of a chance. This is what the standings look like, guys, for match number 3, FPP at Sanhok. Rotten finishing number 1, picking up that chicken dinner. A good performance from them. They picked up a total team kill count of 10. So well played to Team Rotten. Toxic with 4 kills, Ninja with 2, Dankster with 3, and Amru with 1 kill. In second spot is Hydra. They only have 1 kill to the name, guys, but they played really well, and I think positionally, strategically, it was a good game from them, but unfortunately outnumbered in the final zone, and a tough position that they come up against. And Team Envy, Bionics with 6 kills, doing really well, finish on 3rd spot. This is what the standings look like. Manasvi Sharma, that's called an interesting semi-final. It was. It really was. Day one was super exciting, guys. Another reminder, this is FPP only, and we're doing 3 matches a day. We're doing Miramar, Sanhok and Erangel, and we saw some really entertaining PUBG Mobile gameplay today, as Manasvi has pointed out. Uncensored Play, hello, thanks so much Uncensored Play for being in the chat. OP Rotten for picking up that chicken dinner. Thanks Robin PUBG for being in the chat. Manasvi Sharma, Ops, hi to OK. I'm just gonna quickly go through the rest of the standings, guys, for you all to see. I hope you guys enjoy the music and stick around for a couple of announcements before we stop the stream. Thanks so much to every one of you. There are 15 people still watching. Thanks so much for being in the chat. Realm of Legends, yo baby, Rotten, GG guys. Well played to Team Rotten. Thanks so much for being in the chat. It looks like the stream tonight is going to come to an end. It is 10 p.m. and we will be back live tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. to start match number 1 on day 2 of the semi-finals. This is the IFPPR, the Indian FPP Revolution League Season 2. So if you guys want to watch the action, please make sure you tune in exactly at 7:30 p.m. tomorrow. And on Mondays to Thursdays, Mondays to Fridays, guys, I will be streaming the Alter Ego Customs rooms. So that's going to be at 10 p.m. So tune in for that as well. But for now, that's all from me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.